Good evening, this is Kuro. Got another older game on from this last rank sprint season. In my Lightning, going over the matchmaking, double Massachusetts, Tirpitz, Bismarck, Edinburgh might be a radar threat, and the destroyers Benson, Kagero. Um, Again, just another older video. Going through cleaning out. This is from like a patch and a half, 2 patches ago, something like that. Back when we had the rank sprint. Um, Again, this video just has it's got what I think of as like the engagement cycle that if you've heard me if you've listened to some of my other videos on Royal Navy destroyers, um, Royal Navy destroyers have this really fast tempo cycle as far as working around your short duration but quick reloading smokes, and it can be really effective. This game's got a lot of that, um, so that's why, even though this is an older video, had a couple requests for daring Royal Navy um, videos, plus also Sea of Fortune had some guys that were having difficulty trying to tackle the AB cap, and this is one of the games I happen to go to AB, and I'm doing that because my Ognivoy, with his concealment, 6.1 kilometer concealment against Benson, Kagero, and maybe Radar Edinburgh, he doesn't have a chance at AB. So I basically push up here. I'm just spotting, and that's what I'm trying to spot. I'm trying to spot a destroyer sneaking in here. If you look, I'm already angled out, ready to kite away. I see that the Benson smokes up, so I go on ahead and I just let myself beach here. I've got Hydro to keep me torpedo safe, and I'm just going to use this smoke in here just to work on base defenses and try to blind fire this Benson down. Getting a couple hits here and there. Just keep working on this guy. Try to find him in the smoke. There's not a lot of rocket science to this. Gonna throw some torps out there. Um, Turns out these torps are pretty perfect. RPF on this build, had me believing that he just kept backing up into the edge of the smoke. Um, at this point, I was trying to delay A as long as possible, but with the Bismarck pushing in, it's just time to get out of there. You don't have the armor or the HP to try to take that fight. I do land a torpedo hit on the Benson, another one on the Bismarck. I got floods on both, plus broke the engine on the Bismarck. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm waiting for this Bismarck to push out and spot, and then you're going to see me, I'm flipping my ship around, my guns are already in place. Now I'm going to start kiting and just going to town with HE on this Bismarck. He has no repair, so any fires I get, it's going to be very good source of damage for me, and really put a lot of pressure on this Bismarck, who's really committed too early. As soon as I start taking damage, boom, smoke up. Got a second unrepairable fire. See me shift back, I'm lining up the shot on the stern. Boom, 3 unrepairable fires that fast. Good fire RNG this game. Trying to angle some shots over the island at the Bismarck. See if I can get any sort of additional damage just to put pressure on him. And this is, that's Royal Navy Destroyer 101. Um, you know, punishing destroyers. I mean, you look what I did to that Benson. It is just rough. Throwing shots out on the Benson. He's finished. Coming around, see if I can get any additional damage on this Bismarck. Honestly, really should stop right here. I thought that that shot was going to do it, but it didn't. So unfortunately, a couple shatters I got there kept that Bismarck alive. Um, and, you know, that just, it sucks. At least he's out of our hair for a while right now. Now, at this point, we've kind of broken the enemy's position here. We've cleared out the church. Now we can cap A and B. Um, that's kind of the key to taking this. It's all about dealing effective damage and clearing out. I'm gonna have to pause it right here because more's coming. Uh, it's really about clearing out this position and this position out of for the enemy. Now you can do that. Clear. I call this the church position. It's got a big church-looking building on this island. Uh, you can clear this out if you've got teammates out in this vicinity. They can shoot over around the island, or even push in down here and get cross shots in here. Those are really effective ways to clear out the island. So if you're in a cruiser or battleship or something like that, generally it's a good idea to push in through here and see what kind of shots you can get if they've got, um, ships that might try to use the church position to contest ACAP. To contest ACAP. If you've got Hydro's, uh, fantastic on this map because you've got island cover. You can actually push in and just persistently spot ships for multiple minutes at a time, and even just let your team chunk them down with HE. Hydro really is. Um, this is one of the best Hydro maps in the game, in my opinion. Uh, so, just to recap, trying to cap A and B, it's about being patient. Uh, getting the good trades that you need initially. I pushed up here, got my concealment over A cap, so any destroyer trying to push in through here uh, would basically get spotted by me, and we would be able to start working on that guy. Um, aside from that, this Bismarck overcommitted. He got punished with my fires, but also because he had triple fire, he's going to be able to heal up a lot of that damage. So, continuing on, I've got an enemy push coming right down the 4 line. I'm pausing here. I'm looking to see, okay, what are you guys doing? All right. Okay, you guys are going to do that. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to work towards these islands and get into a position where I can kind of get in a crossfire. They're rushing my North Carolina, and I want to try to save this guy. So, Massachusetts does take a shot at me. I do speed juke it. And again, damage starts coming in with the secondaries, that kind of thing. Just smoking up. Gonna lay a big wide set of torps here for this Tirpitz. He's got to angle at the North Carolina and the Bismarck. Last thing he wants to do is try to turn all the way out to try to dodge my torps. And it just puts him in an impossible position. With the with the Tirpitz down, unfortunately, he did get my North Carolina. It's time for me to get out of here. This Massachusetts is coming around, and again, just being cautious of my concealment. I don't want to get caught without a smoke available, so just disengage. We're up big time on points. We've got a 2-ship lead. I've got the advantage right now of being able to work on an isolated ship to try to, further complicate the enemy's problems by killing this battleship. My smoke's already active, but what I want to do, if you see I'm looking, okay, the Bismarck's sailing this direction, I'm going to sail this way, and I'm going to see if I can get a crossfire going on this Massachusetts. The Massachusetts should angle mostly bow in to the Tirpitz, or to my Bismarck, to avoid, AP into his broadside. So that's what I was looking for him to make this turn. Unfortunately, he kind of turned back out, so those torpedoes are going to miss. But at this point, I'm in a pretty good position anyway. I did hold one torpedo just in case I need a little bit of damage if he gets too close to me. But just going to keep gunning him down. Now the closer he comes in, you're seeing me commit right now too. I'm going to push down, and if I can get broadside, I actually want to switch to AP here and just quickly finish him off. I could have put that last shot if it was AP into his bow, but just didn't load it in time. Out here, just gunboating. We've got the we're in real good shape here, so just trying to keep dealing the damage. This is the Bismarck, I believe, that rushed me earlier on in the game. He's healed back quite a lot of HP, and just gonna keep working on this guy. I use the island as a line of sight break, and just coming back, my team's able to finish him off. But this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about with the Royal Navy destroyers. You've seen how aggressive I am with the guns. 182 shell hits right now, plus 5 torpedo hits. Royal Navy destroyers are very in your face. And I mean, here's another example. Edinburgh. If you've watched my videos, you know I love picking fights with Royal Navy light cruisers. Here I see, okay, you're angling to me. Alright, I'm just gonna do it the old way with HE. Pop in hydro, want to stay torpedo safe. Stay and bow into Royal Navy cruisers. They can't really do too much damage to you, but you get close enough to and broadside on them, and bam, you start landing those juicy citadels, and you can really start making them pay for trying to pick a fight with you. And that's the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed this this video. I hope you can kind of see what I talk about with how aggressive you can be with these ships, with the way the Royal Navy destroyer smokes are set up. It allows a fantastic amount of pressure to be levied against the enemy team, and at the same time really preserve a lot of your hit points. And that just gets magnified even further with Jutland and Daring once you have repair parties on top of it. These ships get incredibly powerful. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below. I will link the build description in the description below in the video. If you got any questions or comments, again, feel free to ask. And I hope you guys are having a good night, and I will talk to you later.